Hi everyone, it's Shar and welcome back to my channel and welcome to a slightly different video. I've been playing a lot of whimsy stories on my channel, but since the infant update and the new expansion pack is about 2 weeks out from when I'm recording this, I decided to record some different videos because I can't wait for Lily to have the first infant. I'm so excited to play that. So if you're new to my channel, I play with a lot of custom content, particularly with Maxis match custom content. And I could go through and just like list a bunch of creators, but I figured I want to showcase a CC that is my personal favorite, who my favorite creators are, and hopefully give you some ideas for where you can go and get your own custom content slash who I really love. So we're gonna start with skin details. This is our base sim. She doesn't have a name, she doesn't have traits. This is just our base sim. I'm gonna show you some of my favorites by just playing around. Really love this Mercuria skin. I can't remember if this is her tinsel one. No, this is tinsel. I don't remember which one this is, but I really love it. It's super hyper realistic though, and how I typically like to use this one is by layering it. I believe I'm gonna go for this one because she doesn't naturally have an eye crease, so I'm gonna give her the one that doesn't either. You can see it just adds a lot more realism and texture to the lips, which is why I love it, and also the skin texture is easy to overlay. So then I'm gonna move on to the next category, which is mouth crease, and that's how I'm able to layer my custom content. Now usually I'll layer this with something like rose water, which is very beautiful, or I'll layer it with butterish or tinsel. I believe these are also Mercuria skins, but if I'm wrong, I will let you know for sure. All the custom content will be linked in the description, so you can check it out. But I think for this case, she looks really good in butterish, so I'm gonna go for that one. Then I move on to the next one, and I think this is a Miko face kit. And I like this one for things like dimples or just additional details around the eyes. The dimples are so cute. I'm not gonna give her dimples just because I love it, but you can see it can change the overall structure in her face. If you watch, they're pretty subtle differences, but make a huge difference to her face. I think I'm gonna go for this one because I like the difference it adds. There's also these OK-Ru skin details, which I really love. For now, the main one I tend to go with is an OK-Ru face detail. This is miscellaneous details. So these greens are for the lips, which I don't think suit her. We have the blue for additional mouth corners, which I think could be very cute and add a lot of realism. So I'm gonna go with that. And I also have it in every single category, which when you download, you have the option to do that if you like to layer custom content. We have more defined cheekbones. It's a little bit too much on her, especially because she already has the Miko ones. We have some nose definition. I like what this is doing. It's definitely changing her features, but you can see it adds more shadows. And all of these little face kits are very small details you can add to your Sims to just give them slight differences for how they look, right? Like this will give her more defined mouth wrinkles. It's very nice custom content. Great if you're trying to age your Sim as well and you want detail. But for this Sim, I think I'm gonna leave her with the skin details that she has. Another thing I like to layer on the occasion is lemonade. Lemonade adds a little bit more like shine, but in this case it's not doing much for her. We also have so creamy, which is very minor differences. It just depends on which skin details you've layered. Another one of my favorites are these Miko freckles. If you've seen my Sims, you know I love to give my Sims freckles. We can do more subtle ones. I personally don't think that the Sim has freckles, but if you like freckles, the Miko freckles are really cute. I love the Twisted Cat soft highlighter. The trouble is with darker skinned Sims is finding a highlighter that works. In this case, none of these highlighters work, but if you watch my whimsy stories let's play, then Lily, the main Gen 1 Sim, has this highlighter on. I think she looks fine with it. However, instead, I'm gonna choose to give her baby hairs because baby hairs can make a huge difference in custom content hairs, and I'm gonna go with these Twisted Cat baby hairs, which come in a variety of colors. I think all of the base skin colors you can find baby hairs in, which works really well for me. These Cosmo highlighters work a little bit better, so I really like this. The other lashes I go for if I'm not going to use the Twisted Cat ones are these Miko ones, which I like. Typically I would remove the eyelash, the EI eyelash, so they're not as bold. I would encourage you to get that mod. I just don't have it installed right now. So those are skin details done. Let's move on to eyes. So I do use custom eyes. I have a custom eye overlay already, but this is not a mod video, so we're not going to focus on that. Instead, I'm going to show you my favorite creator for eyes, and of course it's GoPaulsMe. GoPaulsMe isn't a Maxis Match creator, but I'm putting it in this Maxis Match video so that you can see what I do. So her eyes are naturally brown and a very beautiful shade of brown. I'm thinking I want to go for this honey brown though, because what I'm going to do is with the introduction of sliders, I'm just gonna scoot it down, and you can see that all it does is add a little bit more depth to her, as opposed to like its natural state where it's completely overriding. It's very beautiful, but a little too realistic. I just slide it down. So what it's doing is adding a little bit more depth and flex to her eyes, a bit of realism, but maintaining that cartoonish aesthetic. So GoPaulsMe is my favorite for those eyes. And then Twisted Cat also does really, really great lipsticks. So I love the gloss one here, especially because it has the outline. I'm thinking she looks really cute with this, but I want it to be a little bit darker like this. This is very, very, very pretty, and I usually like to tone it down a little bit. Now, obviously, she's looking a little devoid and flat of color. This is where your makeup's gonna come in. My favorite blush is the GoPaulsMe one. Obviously, the shade is wrong for her, but I'm thinking the great thing about the blushes is that, of course, with the sliders, you can go down a bit, but if you like this whole rosy aesthetic here, you can definitely play around here and get like the cute little blush on the nose. This is not the right vibe for her, but Rosie from Cryptic Sim is very cute. So is Darling. Same thing. You're gonna play around and just slide it all the way down. But my personal favorite continues to be the GoPaulsMe one, and of course there's this one with a nice glow on it. I like this dark red shade on her. I'm just gonna tone it down so that it's almost non-existent. It's just adding a little bit of color to her face. Now, liners. Almost all of my liners, these are from Cosmetic. They're very soft, like blown out eyeliners. You can get very dramatic with them if you want to, like hello, all the drama. But I like the soft blown out liners, particularly this one I'm a huge fan of. I think she could use some little under eye liner as well. Cryptic Sims You Up. This is a very cute one. I kind of like the black underneath that. So we're gonna go with the Cryptic Sims for makeup as well. You can see why this is a favorites / top CC creators of Sims 4 in this showcase, because you can see I use a lot of the creators the same way, or I use a lot of the Sim creators often. Twisted Cat has some absolutely fantastic eyeshadows. I tend to love these because they're a little bit more neutral and subtle. This one's really pretty as well on the right Sims. It's kind of like that wet eye look, and this one is fun for like more dramatic occasions, but on the everyday occasion, I'm putting my Sims in one of these. I'm going with the first one for her, and we're going to do a subtler shade. I think the first one just slightly toned down. And of course, Cosmetic has some as well. Like if you love that bold look, which I think is beautiful, so detailed, so glittery, absolutely gorgeous. And of course, Cryptic Sim. There's a ton of options for makeup if you want to go in and get some makeup for your Sims. Like all of these looks are so fun, and of course you can tone them down. They don't need to be that bold. If you're like that's too much, just use the slider to scoot it down. So I'm gonna go with the one I originally said, and I'm just gonna do this one because it's more subtle on her. And of course I'm not gonna let my girl walk around with these Maxis eyebrows. Okay, they just look odd on her, especially because they don't match her baby hairs. I do use the Maxis brows, I won't lie to you, but if I do want to use a custom brow, I'll use a Green Llama's one. I love a bold brow on my Sims, or I'll use one of my Twisted Cat brows. Green Llamas and Cryptic Sims for eyebrows is where I would go to for CC eyebrows. So now it's time for my favorite part, which is hairs. I have a few favorite creators for hairs. If I'm looking for like this more fun vibe, these OK Rue hairs are so freaking cute and I love them, especially this little bun one. OK Rue is a great creator. They're so pretty. This one is one of my favorites from OK Rue, and you 100% would have seen me use it. I'm not going to use it on this sim, but just know like there's a lot of really beautiful options, especially for more textured hair. I would definitely check out OK Rue if you're looking for more custom content. This is also one of my personal favorites. This one's from Twisted Cat. This one's from Twisted Cat, and then this one that I just showed you is also from Twisted Cat. They don't have a lot, and I don't have a lot of their hairs, but very cute. Then we have Sim Celebrity. I go to Sim Celebrity for a number of hairs. Like, they're so adorable, and I think she actually suits this one really nicely. I love that for her. I think this one's A Harris Brittany, if I'm remembering, because I have the most hair from them. Like, this hair is so cute. You can see I download a lot of curly textures, but there's also like lots of fun hairstyles, different aesthetics. We have like the ponytail bubble braid, is that what it's called? And you see what I mean with the baby hair, is making a difference with some of these hairs. I love this hair on her too. You can see how the hair just changes her entire personality, right? From this one to Twisted Cat one that I love, that's two completely different energies. I'm just going to show you a few more of my faves. Okay, this one's Green Llamas. So I would say for hairs, I typically rotate between Green Llamas, Sim Celebrity, and A Harris Brittany, and OK Rue. Those are my main go-tos for hair. Of course, we also have Sims Trouble. Sims Trouble makes really amazing hair. Again, also for like these curly textures. This is closer to my hair texture, but my curls are a little bit tighter than this. So just love seeing the options, and there's just a ton of options. I would say this is my hair. Like, this is closest to my hair texture, which is why I tend to gravitate toward curly hairs. And I actually really like this Sims Trouble hair on her. I think she looks very cute. I don't mind using alpha custom content when it comes to accessories because you really can't tell the difference, as far as I can tell. And I like these little cuff earrings on her. They add something. Okay, so this is the sim and her basic looks done using my favorite custom content and from creators that I consider to be some of the best when it comes to Maxis Match custom content. A Harris Brittany also does like lots of collabs and also does clothes. So this is where I got it from, I think, or is that Aretha? A Harris Brittany also did a collab with Aretha, so I can't remember. Links will be below for the creators that I've mentioned. Yeah, that's A Harris Brittany. Aretha does Maxis Match, but like make it sexy, which is what I tend to go for. I really love these shirts. I think they're so cute and so fun, and definitely giving me that Y2K aesthetic. Trilogy also does Maxis Match custom content, which I think it's super cute, and again has like that fun edgy energy if you're looking for something that's a bit more fun. This cardigan is one of my personal favorites, and I actually think that she suits it. It has a lot of fun varieties. The strawberry, the pink hearts, the blue clouds. It's a sweater that I would want in real life, and you can just see how super high quality it is and just how beautiful it is. And I think that I'm going to go with this blue one because I think it's very cute. Other creators that I like to go to that are Maxis Match, I like Serenity CC as well, particularly for like lingerie sexy times. This is if I'm playing with a different mod, you know. I also go to this creator here. This is Green Llamas here. I think this was a collab between two different creators because this is Green Llama's icon, so I think it was a collab. And I always go for like these tops, their dresses as well. So we have Green Llamas, we have Serenity, we have Trilogy, we have A Harris Brittany for the collabs, we have Aretha. Aretha does really fun hairs and clothes. So those are some of my favorites and who I frequently go to if I'm looking for new custom content. Bottoms is going to be the exact same thing. If there's creators for bottom, I use the same creators. I use Clumsy Aliens bottoms a fair bit. They don't suit this outfit, but I do use them. Dissia I will go to on the occasion. Her long sweater is covering all of it, but I'm just naming some creators. I love these pants from Dissia. I'm going to remove her top so you can see it. Love these pants, and these swatches that they come in are so much freaking fun. Honestly, this is long enough that I probably wouldn't even put pants on her, but I'll give her the cute little simple bike shorts, just so you know, at least we know she's wearing something underneath there. I don't use accessories a lot, but a lot of these accessories have like undershirts, so you see I can layer it. If I wanted her to wear something that had more coverage, I could layer it and do that. I don't need her to do that, so I'm not going to, but just know that these layers are something that you can download and how you can get more coverage. You can get this cute overshirt, which I love. This is from Nightingale Sims. Love that for the cozy vibes. Other than that, I have like Trilochy tights, Disia for like the cute edgy tights. Love those. Those are my favorites as well. And that's pretty much it. So let's move on to shoes and where I get my custom content shoes. I don't mind some of the in-game shoes, but most of them, like, come on. My Sim's not wearing that. So we're gonna go for custom content. Obviously, I go to MJ96, which is Madeline for shoes. Lots of heels, lots and lots of heels. I have these from Mermelade, which I think are so cute. My favorite are these chunky sneakers from Graffiti, which I think are adorable. And then I have these chunky sandals from Disia as well. We have lower sandals from Trilochy. So what I'm gonna go with, ooh, I love these chunky ones as well. They don't suit her outfit, so that's why I'm not gonna go for it. So I'm gonna go with the Graffiti boots, which do come with the socks. I think I'm gonna go for a very simple sock because her outfit is pretty simple. She has a super fun jumper, and that's about it. That is it. That's my CC showcase for you of some of my favorite creators, where I get my skin details from, where I get my hairs from, makeup, CC eyes, clothes, etc, etc, etc. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it helped you find a creator that you are interested in. Subscribe if you would like to, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.